Hi everybody! So I've had quite a few requests for an eyebrow tutorial. So today I'm going to show you how to do these bad boys. Also, can we just vow to ignore my nails during this? So one tool you're going to want to have is an eyebrow, like a mascara wand. I buy a disposable pack and I'll use one like once or twice and then I'll toss it once I can tell it gets nasty, because I use it before and after I put on product. So sometimes product gets built up in there and it gets kind of gross and makeup-y, so you want to switch it out for a fresh one. So this is like my go-to. I use this every time I do my brows. This is an absolute must-have. So I take my mascara wand here and I kind of just go in like this and give my brow kind of the shape that I'm wanting. Just kind of reshaping a little bit. Sometimes, especially like in the tail of the brow, like right in here, the shape gets a little wonky. My dog wanted to come say hi. Rex, look, say hi. Look, they're right there. No, right there. See? Okay, so here's a rule of thumb. You always want your eyebrows to start like at the corner of your eye, okay? So typically you can take like a wand or something and kind of map that out. You also want it to end around the outer corner of your eye. So, and then you also want like the middle, like the arch, to be around the center of your eye. Mine tends to be a little farther out. That's just how my eyebrows grow. This is kind of just like a basic rule, but it's not gonna work for everybody. And it might not work for both of your eyebrows. It might work for one, it might not work for the other, but we're gonna try to make them look as identical as we can. Okay, so this right here, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. I use dark brown for myself. This is my holy grail, favorite of all time eyebrow product. And I always like to use an angled brush, just a little angle, nothing crazy. This is a BH Cosmetics brush that I bought years ago. I'm sure they still have something similar, but something with an angle, a very small brush. You don't want anything big when you're going into your eyebrows. So what I like to do is I like to make sure that the tip of the brush is all kind of together. So I'll keep a towel in my lap just to shape the brush a little bit. And sometimes you have to actually get product on it and then go and shape it so that it gives it like a sharper, more crisp edge. And I even use like the sides of the jar to give it that crisp edge. You just want that crisp edge because it's gonna give you a more crisp line when you go into your actual eyebrow with the product. So when I have my brush loaded with enough product, for some reason I always start with this eyebrow, but I typically go in and start creating my arch. See that? It looks scary right now, I know. And I'll just create this shape here that I want for the tail. Okay, and then I'll come in here and start filling this in. My eyebrows, while I do have dark hair, but they're sparse. So I go in here and try to create that thickness, and literally I'm just like, essentially like coloring in. I don't tend to put too sharp of a line underneath here. You can if you want, but I find that it creates a better shape if there is not a sharp line right there. So again, just kind of going in and creating the shape we like. And then at this point, what I like to do, I do not go and get more product because we don't want a ton of product in here. We want it to look nice and natural, almost ombre looking. When there's too much product in here, that's when it tends to look like it's like makeup, and that's not a cute look. So we want to keep product right here as light and feathery as we can. So I'm gonna go in with this same brush here and I kind of create a baseline right underneath here and just kind of blend that into everything else. And then sometimes I will take the brush sideways and kind of create a shape in throughout there. And we're just gonna fill that in a little bit so it looks a little more uniform. So at this point you can see there's a ton of product in here. It looks a little not so blended right there. So what I do is I take that mascara wand that I was telling you about, and I kind of go in and almost like buff this out in here to blend that line a little better. You can already see how that's making a difference there. And another thing you're gonna want is a brush that looks similar to this. I call this my brow touch-up brush. This is a Morphe brush. I've had it for so long that the numbers and name rubbed off, but I'm positive Morphe has a very similar brush, and if you need me to look one up for you, I can link it. Just let me know. But this is definitely a staple in my brow routine. So what you're gonna wanna do with this brush is after you've completed putting the brow product on, you take whatever foundation, you can even use concealer. I tend to like to use foundation because it blends a little better. So you just get a little bit of product. Today I use this Hey Honey Trick and Treat CC cream. Get a little bit on the brush, and you're gonna go in and make this line even sharper underneath here. This will help blur out any imperfections that we made. And in here you can kind of get this shape going. I'm kind of happy with the way that that shape went today, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy in there. And you can go on top. Just really, like, this gives your brow the shape that you really are wanting. So now that I have that product sitting there, I kind of take my finger and just kind of blend that down a little bit so it's not so harsh. And there you have it, friends. That's my eyebrow routine. Okay, so I went in and I finished my eye makeup. So my look is complete. At this point, if you want to take a highlighter and put it right up underneath your brow to highlight your brow bone, you can totally do that. I'm going to take this light one here and just kind of tap that in there. Just to brighten it up a little bit. Another place you can put it is right here to brighten up your eyes. And that's that. Okay guys, so this is the completed brow look. This is the look for today. If you have any additional questions, concerns, problems, anything specific to you, anything you need help with, please feel free to reach out and let me know, and I will do my absolute best to help you. Thanks for watching my tutorial, guys. Bye.